I locked my bedroom door after my roommate kept going through my stuff, even after I asked her not to do that. So I moved in with this girl Paige about 7 months ago. Nice apartment, good location, rent was split evenly. She seemed normal at first. We weren't best friends or anything, but we got along fine. Around month 3, I started noticing my expensive skincare products were running out way faster than they should. I'm talking about the good stuff, like $60 serums and $80 night creams. I'd buy a new jar and 2 weeks later it'd be half empty. I thought maybe I was using more than I realized. Then my phone charger went missing. Then my good makeup brushes. Little things. I didn't want to be that roommate who freaks out over every little thing, so I just bought replacements and tried to forget about it. But then I came home early from work one day because I had a migraine. I walked into the apartment and heard noise coming from my bedroom. I opened the door and there was Paige, standing at my dresser with my $120 face cream in her hands. She literally jumped when she saw me. Then she laughed and was like, "Oh my god, you scared me. I just needed to borrow some moisturizer. Mine ran out." I told her that wasn't okay. That was expensive and I'd asked her before not to go in my room. She rolled her eyes and said, "We're roommates. It's not that serious. I'll buy you a new one." She never did. After that, I started keeping track. I took pictures of how full my products were. Within a week, my retinol serum went from 3/4 full to nearly empty. My new lipstick I'd only used twice was down to the bottom. It was insane. I confronted her again, asked her directly if she was using my stuff. She denied it at first, then admitted she borrowed a tiny bit here and there, but I was being dramatic about it. I told her she needed to stop or I'd have to do something about it. She said fine, whatever. 2 days later, I caught her in my room again. This time I lost it. I told her if she went in my room one more time, I was getting a lock. She called me controlling and said I had trust issues, so I bought a lock. $20 at the hardware store. Installed it myself that weekend while she was out. When she came home and saw it, she absolutely flipped. Started yelling about how I was treating her like a criminal and ruining the trust between us. I told her she ruined the trust when she kept stealing my things. She said she never stole anything and I was being paranoid. For the next week, she gave me the silent treatment. Passive-aggressive stuff like doing dishes but leaving mine in the sink, playing music loud at night, slamming doors. Then things got weird. I came home from work one evening and there were 2 cops in our living room. Paige was sitting on the couch looking upset, and when I walked in, she pointed at me and said, "That's her." The cops asked to talk to me. Apparently, Paige had filed a report claiming I had stolen several of her belongings. She said I'd taken her laptop, her jewelry, some expensive clothes. She told them I was keeping everything locked in my room and refusing to let her get her stuff back. I was so confused, I actually laughed. I told the cops that was completely insane and none of that stuff was mine. They asked if they could check my room. I said absolutely and unlocked the door right there. Of course, there was no laptop, no jewelry, nothing of hers, just my stuff. The cops seemed annoyed they'd wasted their time. They told Paige that filing a false report was a crime and left. I was furious. I asked Paige what the hell she was thinking. She said she was just trying to prove a point about the lock and didn't think they'd actually come over. I told her she needed to move out. She refused. Said her name was on the lease too and I couldn't make her leave. That's when I remembered something. A few days earlier, I'd seen Paige taking pictures of my skincare bottles. At the time, I thought she was just being weird, but now I was suspicious. I searched her name online with keywords like resale and skincare, found her Poshmark account within 5 minutes. She'd been selling my stuff, my expensive serums, my face creams, my makeup, all listed as gently used or tested once. Some bottles I recognized from the backgrounds in her photos. You could see her room. She had over 40 listings and most were sold. I checked the dates and she'd been doing this for months. I screenshotted everything. Then I sent it all to our landlord with a message explaining the situation, including the false police report. Landlord called me the next day, said he was starting eviction proceedings against Paige for theft and harassment. Gave her 30 days to leave. Paige tried to apologize after that. Said she'd been broke and desperate and made bad choices. I told her I didn't care and to stay away from me. She moved out 2 weeks later and I haven't heard from her since.